Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
What should come to mind when I think Ribin Ondwari?
I'm an advocate of the High Court of Kenya. I'm an associate at Dentons Hamilton Harrison Mathews, where I handle diverse matters in corporate law, banking and finance, energy, oil and gas, and real estate.
So Ribin, as part of your training and practice, you've been to the firm of Baker & McKenzie in the United Kingdom. How was that experience?
First of all, it was a really humbling experience to have been given that opportunity to attend the Baker & McKenzie induction course. But the experience was really quite enlightening in terms of being exposed to the global standards in which then the Baker & McKenzie operates, and then being trained to be able to practice those global standards.
Other than that, let's talk a bit about your work-life balance. You have an amazing work-life balance between practice, and you have mentored other younger lawyers through multiple competitions and for the forms of mentorship. And you cycle for exercise, and you also involved in charity work. Please tell us a bit about that.
As a young person growing up, one of the key aspects which I've taken up is really having a holistic approach to growing. This is in terms of developing my professional life and also family and also co-curricular activities. As you've correctly mentioned, I'm involved in charitable activities, specifically in the promotion of access to education by underprivileged children. I do this with an organization called Tuakuze Africa. I actually was the volunteer coordinator and chairman of the volunteers board until recently, and I now transitioned into another role. Aside from that, as you've mentioned, I do a lot of physical activities, run, cycle, to football, to just keep myself in check, and also a lot of mentorship and career talks here and there, because I usually believe that part of our success is not just based on our individual effort, but it takes a lot of people to this success. And who I am today has taken a lot of people who took their time and space to give me what I would call a shoulder to stand on. So where I am right now in my own capacity, then I take time to also give back to those who are coming after me. So I do this in terms of mentorship talks at various levels, and also being able to judge in various moot court competitions, again, all in giving back, because when I was there growing up and doing all those things, someone else took time off their schedule to be able to give back to the society in that way.
Thank you so much for that. Let's talk a bit about the Ribin Awards. You were awarded Young Lawyer of the Year last year, and I'd like you to share with us what was your experience through the nomination process up until the award.
Well, the legal awards, I'd begin by saying it was indeed mostly a humbling experience. First of all, this was coming in my first year of practice, and what I would say the key thing about these awards to me was more, of course, it was a recognition of excellence and the effort and hard work which had been put in. And as I've already said, this, I don't take it as just individual effort, but a lot of team effort from various people. But more than the recognition, I also took this as really a call to action, a call to really go out, push myself even further in terms of training and all this, taking up all these opportunities so as to grow into a better and more effective advocate. So the experience was quite gruesome in terms of, it was a really thorough process. Of course, from the first time when I got the notification that I've been nominated, I actually didn't believe it. I remember thinking it was a joke. Then when I called back the branch and they're like, hey, it's serious. Then they were like, we've shared with you the written form which you're supposed to fill in a number of items and also attach a number of confirmations showing what you've done in terms of your practice, and also in addition to normal practice, how are you developing as a whole. So there was that nomination process. Then again, facing now a panel for an oral interview confirmation on the things you've written and the various references. So the entire process was thorough and quite gruesome. And I mean, in terms of the thoroughness and the gruesomeness, it makes it even a much satisfying achievement when I was finally named the Young Lawyer of the Year. So, but more importantly, as I've said, for me it was a really humbling experience, and I took this more than just a recognition, but really a call to action towards doing more and pushing myself more and trying to do better towards becoming a more effective and better advocate.
Why do you think you won?
The main reason why I think I won the award is because of the approach I took in the submissions I made to the committee. And the approach I took was to show holistic growth, and in terms of my end, because as a young advocate, there's so much you've done. So I was able to show the committee the amount of work which I've been involved in the firm, as I've said, in the corporate and banking and finance world. I was involved in a number of various acquisitions which were transformational in terms of business in Nairobi. I demonstrated that. But in addition to this work, high quality work and everything which had been demonstrated, I was able to show the number of trainings which I had attended. As you've correctly mentioned, I attended the induction course at Baker & McKenzie, and also a number of local trainings, and indeed even industry-specific secondments, because and the point I was making with this is that as a young lawyer, in addition to the work which you're afforded the opportunity to do, you also have to show some effort in terms of the growth. What training, what opportunities are you taking up? Because for a young lawyer, every day is a chance to learn, so that you grow every day, so that eventually you can indeed become one of those leading practitioners in the market. So in addition to that, I was also able to demonstrate to the committee that aside from being a professional, there are also other important co-curricular activities which I'm involving myself in, including the charity organization, which at that point I was actually the volunteers coordinator and chairman of the volunteers board, and also being involved in the various Law Society of Kenya committees, like the Nairobi Branch Companies Registry Committee, and also the bid for physical activities. So my approach, which seemed to have worked, was to show the committee a whole-rounded approach towards growth as a young advocate.
Ribin, I love the way you have embraced ably your award of Young Lawyer of the Year, and there's a name on the legal speech for it, it's called Wailoti.
Yes.
Could you please just tell us what has been your experience since winning this award?
Actually, the name Wailoti came from my friends. All of a sudden, people just called me Wailoti. But the real experience, as I would say, I'll keep emphasizing this, is it's a humbling experience. It's not every day that you'll be recognized in such a profound manner. So first of all, for me, it was such a humbling experience, and I'm really grateful for it. And as I said, secondly, of course, it's a recognition, but I took it more as a call to action. And the way I look at success is that success is not when you succeed on your own, but it's also when you're taking a leading role in this succeeding, and also trying to push and incorporate with people around you. So the experience how I've taken this award is to try and use the platform which this award has granted me to also talk to my fellow advocates and the young advocates coming after me, to try and share in these opportunities for growth and everything, so that we are growing together towards this success.
You won this award in your first year of practice, and I'd like you to just share with the young advocates what can they do to be able to appreciate and realize that they can do anything at such a young age in practice.
The key thing which I've really learned is that every day is a learning opportunity, and especially when you have a very good support system around you. As I've told them, an associate at Dentons Hamilton Harrison Mathews. I've been at the firm straight from campus, throughout the Kenya School of Law, throughout my pupillage, and the firm offered a fantastic support opportunity and an opportunity for growth. So the key thing as a young advocate is to really embrace the opportunities for growth which are there, and for learning and everything, because as a young advocate, there's so much we know. But if you take each and every day as a learning opportunity, learning from the people around you, learning from everyone around. Actually, it's that aspect of being able to learn from everyone around you. Everyone you meet, everyone you interact with has something valuable which they can add to you. And if you keep accumulating these experiences every single day, then opportunities present themselves, like this one which presented itself for the Young Lawyer of the Year award. And in addition to that, it's just also a recognition that the world in which we're operating in right now is quickly changing. And there are some changing aspects in the market which are happening, which we need to take into consideration to be able to continue being effective advocates. And the key one is globalization, really. And the effect of this is that the world is becoming a global village, and everyone is expecting these global standards everywhere. So as a young advocate, it's really a responsibility is upon you to really go out there and find out what's the best standard, and then try every single way to push yourself, to learn, to expose yourself to these best standards, so that you're able to actually give high quality work while learning every single day.
Is there anything else you'd like to tell me?
The key thing really I'd like to say is, and again, I might be repeating myself here, is that every single day is a learning opportunity. Every person you meet is someone who you can learn something from. And most importantly, the networks that are around you, the support systems that are around you, our seniors, the firms which we work with, and everything. All these systems, they offer a good opportunity for growth. And if you take good advantage of them, indeed, they'll take you further. And more importantly, I'd also like to, give a special recognition to the people who've been there for me throughout this journey, and who continue being there and giving me this opportunity for growth and everything at the firm and all around.
Well, thank you so much for making the time and for answering our questions in the very best way possible. And thank you very much. Have a good afternoon.
Thank you. Good afternoon.